friends, Erin here with Daily Elevations, and today I wanted to talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness, which is specifically valuable in really stressful times, like I have to imagine we're all experiencing right now between riots, protests, anarchy, and of course the coronavirus, which is still so many questions out there. Plus the lack of work, lack of income, so much uncertainty. And when we have uncertainty, we want to make up stories. Our brain wants answers so badly, it will just go, 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 go and make them up. And that kind of running without paying attention causes all sorts of stress in our body and in our minds. So let's break down mindfulness a little bit more. When we're not mindful, it means that we're probably kind of looking to the future and laying our worries and concerns on that, or looking to the past and kind of reviewing the same stuff over and over again. The problem with paying attention to the past or the future is that we can't act. And our ability to act is our ability to claim strength and power. We feel good and confident when we can take action and when we can see the results that we create. When we are looking in the past or the future, we are really helpless to the scenarios because there is nothing we can do now. When we feel helpless, there is going to be a flood of cortisol in our system. Our body is going to take it on as stress. Our body is going to try to protect ourselves to save us from whatever that danger of helplessness or that danger of helplessness is creating. So when we come to mindfulness, we're paying attention to what's happening right here, right now, even if it's those thoughts about the past or the future that we begin to pay attention to from a different place. So what does that mean? When we're in the thoughts, we're thinking one thought and another, and we're trying to fix and that's being in something. When we're watching thoughts, we're kind of back a little ways, observing without judgment, without expectation, without the need to fix or control anything. So as we watch our thoughts, we might think that they're curious. We might look to discover the patterns that are in our thoughts. There's a lot of different kind of things that are going on there, but just even observing, what are my thoughts? How are they relating to sensations? What is my breath doing in this moment? What is the experience around me? And just kind of going through that mindfulness, drawing us present, whatever we discover, we can take action on. But more importantly, we can become the space that holds all the stuff that's going on rather than identifying the stuff to begin with. And I will come back to that in a moment. The other thing that happens during mindfulness is that we have that non-judgmental, neutral experience around it. So, when we are not mindful, when we're not breathing into that calm, that kind of ability to hold and witness. So mindfulness is not about doing. It does give us powerful actions that we can engage in, but it's not projecting and it's not running from what is either. It's assuming that we can hold the challenge within us. So for example, if we are overwhelmed by the horror of a situation, we might go into that overwhelm and we might run all the most horrible things and have to tell others and have to get support and have to start preparing and have to. So that's in reaction about letting horror run us. On the other hand, we might experience a horror and be like, whoa, that's too much, and go super optimistic. Oh, it's not going to affect me. Everything's going to be fine. I'm just going to live in a bubble and disconnect from a situation. Both of these are not in the space where we're contributing to our ability to manage, to deal with, to heal the situation. Because when we actually do our healing and our holding of those challenging times, we make that space for others to do it as well, and we become a container for others to do it in as well. Most of us never had a safe container to just sit and experience what's going on. So that's why we try to do so much to make things right within us or in the environment around us. But mindfulness is really when we start to become our own container, our own holder, imagining that all of those emotions within us or all of those sensations within us are just little kids kind of running amok. And then we're just being like, okay, kids, tell me what's going on, And as an adult, kids aren't that scary. We can sit there and listen to kids. But when we think that voice of anger is who we are and all of the out of control things that it might want to do, then we're scared of ourselves. And then we're running from ourselves on the inside. So the whole practice of mindfulness is about becoming neutral, non-judgmental, non-expectations, just witnessing what is without needing to do or fix anything. Mindfulness is about becoming present to what is, so that from that place of presence, any actions we should want to take are probably more relevant, and in the present moment, we have the option to act. Whereas when we're focusing on the past and future, we don't. And finally, it's about becoming a container so that we can hold ourselves in times of crisis, in times of pain, and even times of joy. So in this time, play with just being mindful of your thoughts, of your breath, of this moment, and seeing if you can unwind some of that tension in your body or some of those to-dos or reactionary processes. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoy, and if you have questions about mindfulness, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to take you through some guided processes.